Hey, welcome back, multifamily investors. We're checking last week's multifamily sales in the 5 counties that I watch in Western Washington, and we had 18 investors transact, finally get deals done. And not too surprising, we always see a lot of duplexes here. What was surprising me when I went through these beforehand is not a single VA or FHA buyer. Almost all of these were conventional. Then we get into big stuff, and not surprisingly, I mean, there's a lot of cash buyers here and 1031 buyers. For the most part, I think there's only one conventional down here, but I'll just show you to give you perspective so you can keep tracking. I mean, when you see things in the threes, they're going to be a little, need a little work or whatever, or small. This one again, see a small duplex, 1 bed, 1 bath, for 515. Way under market rents probably too, but it was listed for 325, sold for 322, 500. The next one listed in Lakewood was listed for 375, sold for 360. Let me just go back real quick. I want to just show you days on market. So again, I personally, what I experience is I'm seeing stuff move pretty quickly, especially competitively stuff, but not a ton of multiple offers on everything. It really depends on the property, depends on the neighborhood for sure. But you can see that I'd say most of this is a week to 3 weeks. Couple stragglers way out there, over 3 months or so, but a week to 2 weeks, and I say a lot of these are not going for exactly at asking because they didn't get offers the first couple weeks, and so that's where it's primed for a little, maybe sometimes under asking, or after negotiating through inspection, you get a little discount as well. Anyway, I'll move on. Another one here in South Tacoma, the Lincoln District, was listed for 500, sold for 487. These are all conventional buyers, by the way, conventional. Bremerton, 518, sold for full price, 518. Puyallup, 525, sold for a little over asking. They probably built in, my guess, when we see that. It says a little TLC will go a long way here. Probably asking for a credit towards closing costs to help buy down the rate or something. This one in Bremerton was listed for 590, sold for 560 eventually. This was a bit of a fixer in Kent for 566, sold for full price. This one in McKinley area of Tacoma, listed for 600, sold for 570. There's a triplex. That's a pretty good price for triplex. This is the one I covered a lot because it was sitting for a while. It had some deferred maintenance. I saw some peeling paint and probably rot on the siding just from the pictures. It was dated. This was interesting on busy South Center Boulevard in Tukwila, listed for 540, sold for 580. That one surprised me. I didn't like what was going on behind it as much or to the side, and plus it's just a super busy street. But the proximity can't beat it. This one was actually a cash buyer. It was 2 houses, primarily an ADU on one lot, listed for 650, sold all cash, 637, 500. So that was one of the rare all cash of the smaller stuff. This one in Edgewood, listed for 700, so 730. Edgewood's a pretty nice area. My stepsister lives there. Bigger properties usually too. This thing was a dog. I'm surprised it's still sold. 775. It was all cash. 735. I mean, Rebecca and I toured the one next door. They're mirror sister properties of one another. This block, maybe long term it's gonna improve, but it was just really rough, and couldn't in good conscience recommend it to any of my clients. And they basically bought that on a 5 cap. Now they show the potentials there though, just to show you. On the 2 beds we had 1,300, and the 1 bed's about 1,000, 1,100 or so. But man, best wishes to those investors. Not my favorite property that we were watching. So if you're shocked why you see a 4-plex in Tacoma that price, there's a reason. Under 800. This was a really nice property up in Everett, where we're looking at with a client of mine that's doing a 1031, and we knew it would take an all cash or 1031 buyer to make this work at that price. And sure enough, looks like it was a 1031 buyer that paid for it, and I mean basically buying on a 3 cap. But it was nice, big size units, a newer building, real clean. But for 1.2, it just did not make sense. Even for my client who was going to put like $400,000 down. This is another cash buyer in Seattle, listed for 158, sold for 155. This was I believe this was another exchange or cash. I'll just show you real quick Alki views, which you're looking at here. Unique property, but Alki, if you don't know, that's West Seattle. A lot of beach activity. This one, I believe, was conventional. Actually, it was listed for 235. It sold for 100 grand under, and it was a 8 unit. So again, if you're tracking, it's listed as a 522. Okay, and that's Seattle for something older like that. This one in Kirkland was all cash, listed for 2.9. Got a pretty good discount at 2.6. And then this one was conventional. It's more of a development thing. Listed for 3.6. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I ended up selling for under 3. So there you have it, though. 18 investors, congratulations, have taken steps forward or added to their portfolio. And best wishes to the sellers that got those deals done. Maybe they're buying something else in or out of state. If any of this is interesting to you or you'd like more information, let me know. I'm happy to tell you. But this is how I know the market. I track everything every week, every day. The smaller multifamily and mid-sized stuff in the 5 counties of Western Washington, which are King, Pierce, Snohomish, Kitsap, and Thurston. So there you have it. All right. Thank you very much.